one's the prototype, serial number 00.
Yeah, if you took this outside, it almost turns yellowish. I mean, it's goldish.
Oh wow.
There was a YouTube video of them painting this car because everything on it is paint. It's not decal.
It's not decals, it's all paint.
It's all paint. Everything's paint. Like here, and they put struts in here even. They're getting a little weak. Should hold up. Usually it'll hold up. But see, like here, serial number 00.
Oh wow.
And this represents 540 horsepower. But it was more than 540 horsepower. And when they unveiled it at the SEMA show, the badging here too, serial number 00, Jack Roush and David Riggin got in it and signed as they were unveiling it at the SEMA show in 2011.
Yeah, look, even on here, it's looking yellow.
Yeah, look at that.
You just hit it the right, you're getting it on camera and looking yellow at certain angles there.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? And this car sounds as sweet as can be.
Well, of course.
This has, I think this has about 90 miles on it. And I could tell you a story. This was going actually to Jack Roush. This goes into his collection, but it was actually at the SEMA show. The dealership up in Superior, Wisconsin, is called Benaford. Benaford? Is it Benaford? I think it's Benaford up there. Anyway, they're their largest Roush distributor in the country.
Yeah.
And a guy approached him at the SEMA show from Australia and said, I want that car, I don't care what it costs, I want that car. So they made the deal with the guy, and Jack Roush allowed him to sell it, which I don't know how they did that, because normally this goes in his museum. And the guy tried to arrange shipping before he left the SEMA show, and he couldn't arrange shipping. He couldn't get it done, so it ends up going up to Superior, Wisconsin. Well, my daughter that works with him was over in Superior at that time.
Yeah.
And her husband went in and I said, I think your dad needs to come over and look at this car. And I got through that, and I didn't even leave the sales room when I made the deal on this car. Because I know the opportunity was, better for it. But it's such a crazy piece. And it's a beautiful piece. There's about 10,000 Hot Wheels on this wall. Most collectible piece Hot Wheel that made this drag bus.
Yeah, look at the Hummers. Oh, look at that one go.
So what's with the P51 edition over here?
Well, this is Jack Roush. He owns an
Yeah.
actual P51 Mustang fighter, so he designed this car after his fighter plane. It was 151 of these made, 510 horse, and he made it with the olive drab, the gunmetal gray. And this sucker, if you get into it, it's the funnest car I've ever driven. The ratio on the shift is, you got second gear, you don't even hardly have to move it. You're in the second, you're in third, you're in fourth, and it'll put it sideways in every gear. I mean, it's unbelievable. I took it up to the airport because what's his face had his P51. I think it's one of the Beach Boys had
the Beach Boys, yeah.
P51, and I wanted to run down the runway with him with the P51 over top of it, but they wouldn't let me do it. So I had to take a picture of the P51. I was sitting right like here with the wing over the top of it. I got a box down there with a picture of it, but it's cool. It really is.
Wow.
So this is an amazing car.
How about the Saleen and the Boss?
No,
what you got going there?
those are both built by Steve Saleen. That's a 2007. This is to represent the Boss, for
Yeah.
69 and 70, and that's what he was replicating. So that's a 2008. He made 500 of each, supposedly. That one is 442 of the 500. That's called the Parnelli Jones edition.
Yeah.
And it's signed by Steve Saleen and Parnelli Jones.
Yeah.
This one now, when 2008 hit, the economy crashed. So he only ended up making 25. He didn't finish the 500. He made 25, and there's 4 white ones of the 25. So this is one of 4 white ones.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's kind of neat. The real treasure in here, everybody walks by, and it's my passion more than anything, is these. This is the original. These are original Matchbox from the 50s in these little boxes. And you can see it's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it goes all. So they did an initial 75, and they kept doing it. But this is the first group, and then it goes to this group, 1 through this series, when the box looks like this. And then it goes down to this series. So they changed the looks of the box, and they'll start with 1 again on the end there, and it'll go through 75. Then it goes to the blue number on the box, and now we're starting to get into probably the mid 60s to the late 60s. And then it goes to the super fast, which is the late 60s right here. These boxes, because now they're competing with Redline Hot Wheels,
Yeah.
which are these. These came out so fast that, you know, they tried to compete with them, so they made what they called their super fast. and then it goes through there, and then it starts over there again, and then back this way.
So there's one thing that just caught my eye that among all this stuff jumps out, because I collect Mad Magazine. And there's a Mad Magazine game. That logo just pops out.
Oh,
no
I
matter,
know.
you can hide that
I
logo
know,
anywhere.
I know,
can see it.
you do.
Because I have every issue ever published.
Do you? I love Mad Magazine too. Well, this is kind of my Harley area because I'm a Harley dude. These are my 100th anniversary Harleys. So these are all 100th anniversary. These are 105th anniversary Harleys. And over there on that wall, the 110th anniversary, with the exception, of course, that one on the end and this one on here. And I got 115th up on top. The blue one's up on the other.
Well, I almost had a heart attack now, turning my head going around this way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you got to walk us through
Hey,
these.
why don't I have a light on? Here, let me. I want some Mr. Light.
Oh my god.
Don't.
Yeah.
Got a Super Snake over there.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
It's only a $100,000 car. I'm sure I'm about to find out.
Yeah, no, this one Boss came back, of course. I don't know what you know about them, but them both are 12s. One is a Laguna, on the other one there's a Laguna Seca Boss.
Yeah,
and the regular
that's
Boss.
the dream car of mine.
And the
Right,
Laguna
yeah.
Seca Boss was so hard to get because in North Dakota, I don't know if any dealership, if the only dealership
No
might have got
allocations.
one would have been Fargo.
Yeah.
Those are Ford, maybe. I had to get this one. This one for 13, I got this one out of Texas, and this 12 I got out of St. Paul. You couldn't get them here. But what I ended up, and you know, they made like 3 colors.
Yeah.
Now, if you got the got to have a green there, that costs you an extra $500. Now this one, they made this in a yellow, I think I can't remember what old colors they made this, the Laguna Seca. But what I thought was cool, this is actually the dealer sign, reintroducing the Boss, and I end up getting both colors that match the
actual.
dealer promo.
Oh my gosh.
My mind.
That is just some next level
To get the promo,
collecting.
and I actually have
You
both.
just got to match out the promo, the rollout.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
How many miles on this Laguna Seca down here?
Man,
Just none. It's just delivery miles,
that's
whatever.
all they are. I think they have like some have like 0.4 or something on it because they drive
Yeah.
them there to get loaded and different things.
Roll them up and off.
That's
up
all
and down
these
off the
cars.
trailers.
All these cars you see under the racks and on the racks are 0 miles, other than point whatever.
They're all less than 5.
Yeah, they're all brand new. But our boom.
Oh, yeah.
So my cars end about 14 because that's when our boom went. And
Yeah.
I just.
What's up, girl?
Didn't Grandma bring these things last time she was with you?
You talking about California raisins?
Yeah. What'd she call them then?
California raisins.
No, my mom couldn't.
Weird.
My mom's 86. She
Oh.
couldn't remember what
She
they were
called them
called.
some kind of
Yeah,
raisinettes.
no, it was like a really weird, nothing to do with raisins. No, we have something like this sitting on the
Yeah.
on that
My
shelf.
mom collected those as well as this.
We have the original Hardee's ones. That's what she brought down. Oh yeah. Because that's the first time you could get them was at the
The
Hardee's.
original characters for MASH. They're carded too. Some of them are loose, but you see the carded ones. Now them are really hard to collect. The carded ones, and there's some here on the side. You can see. Now the hard one is clear comes in pink.
He's got his pink dress on.
Oh, he's pink. You know, yeah, right there. You can see him right back.
Oh
up there.
yeah.
That's a really hard one to get. Clear in the pink.
Wow.
Yeah.
What you got going here? What's the story on these?
These are just because they quit.
Yeah.
You know, they quit in 14. So this is actually the last run. I actually ordered this in Grabber Blue and couldn't even get Grabber Blue because they ran out of paint for these cars. Why they couldn't mix grab blue, I have no idea.
Yeah.
And so this is a 14, and this one's manufactured. The date code on this one is I think it's November, where it's right here, 11, 14, 13, and that has to be right near the end. I would like to know how close to the end this car is. Wow. And that's the big block. That's the other one.
Yeah, the 5.8.
With the covers on the seat still.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, these just haven't been driven at all.
Now these both were built at Shelby, America, and now here is the most, and it's in their documentation, documented registry, the most option-equipped GT350 ever built by Shelby is this one, and there's no other one, even in the registry, never will, that has the louver because I requested it. Mm-hmm. And he said they'll never do another one.
I have those on my 07.
And you see that picture up there's when I picked it up at Shelby America in front of Shelby, and it's this car with this louver documentation to show.
I see it back there, yeah.
And if you look underneath this car, I know it's not that fun to get down there. It's all changed out for handling. That's the whole thing. What the GT350 stands for is a handling car.
And the carbon fiber diffuser back here.
Yeah. And all those are options.
And then,
And
of course, they
wide
made a
body.
wide body. They cut that out. They
don't even cut it.
They don't even cut this one?
No, I'll show you. I was there. You drive this brand new car up there, and then you go back and check on it.
Yeah.
You're grinding on your your
Yeah.
brand new fender.
Yeah.
And see, it's left. It's in there. It's
Yep.
still there. So
Oh,
they attach this
They
brand
attached
new-
on. Okay.
Yeah, that they blend right in there. You
Yeah.
wouldn't even know it.
I've seen them cut them out, but not,
But this is
not on
Shelby.
this. Yeah.
Shelby did not do that. If they did now, they never did. Because here's the Super Snake in the big car. This was that car. I drove over it in 13. And see, it's got the inner fender too.
Yeah.
Now this is $850. And this is number 80. Now you look under here, you see how much motor's in this car.
Jeez. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and it says
That's
it's,
just
so it
gorgeous.
stands for 13 SS Super Snake number
Got
80.
the Kenny Bell in there. Yeah.
I met Kenny Bell. Talked
Yeah?
to him about this.
Oh man.
Yeah. Kenny Bell was there because he worked with Shelby. Actually, my brother Durrell had a new Kenny Bell put on one of his cars that Kenny was just introducing. Durrell has the first one. Enough money, so Matt drives it more than it's supposed to be Jody's car. See here again, this is number 57. But at that point they never did a GT350 with a wide body kit in red.
Look at all that carbon fiber,
I know,
man.
that's what I've been looking
Well,
at the whole time.
everything carbon fiber that you could get.
Yeah, you said this one was maxed out.
This is,
But
but a lot of it's underneath the car too. The interior, the characters apart. So, the dog and Hunter
That's awesome.
would have came in it.
wow, and the thing is okay. There's some that are just like, oh, you got to preserve it and have no writing. But this writing is history on there.
I just learned this.
What's up?
I did Matchbox for ever. I just learned there's open steps.
Yeah. Put the feet
If you
through.
go out there and look at all mine,
They're flat.
I don't
They're-
have an open
they're
step
solid.
one.
Yeah, they're all solid.
And here, I just looked at this one because I didn't even know until just recently. It's open stepped.
And that's just a detail that they had to go extra when they were doing the vacuum formed plastic to be able to punch
But
that.
this is a rare one.
Yeah.
Because the open step.
Yep.
I'll show you what mine are. This is why I say collecting this stuff is so in depth that you can't even fathom. But this is all one kid's collection that he collected.
I think the most impressive part is that it's so neatly collected.
It's just awesome. I just, and like I said, I haven't even looked at all the variations of his stuff, but I'm not gonna. I'm leaving it intact because it's one kid's collection.
I like
And
that.
what it
yeah.
is, it's history.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna. So that's the stuff I like. Hey, money like this. You see this now. This is 19. Your eyes will tell. Read it.
05.
Okay, you see what that says on it?
Union. Oh, because it was the union. It was.
But it's
yeah.
see it's minus. specific
So wait, it was
to mine.
specifically in one state.
No, to the city.
Oh,
Mine, North Dakota.
now I feel stupid because I just said something stupid, but that wasn't
No,
that stupid.
but do you know why they did this in 05 and they did it in 1928 or 9? You know how the banks got this paper?
Yeah.
You do?
No.
They turned in gold. For the value of gold, they could get money serial numbered in the specific local bank.
Okay.
So they did that in that year, and here it
that
is.
seems so much more complicated than the way money is
Well,
now.
because they wanted the gold in the reserve, though. They're trying to get
Yeah.
the gold back in the reserve. See, here's
I've
now.
never seen those.
See this?
1929.
And mine it again.
Is that a silver certificate or is that
Could
a
you-
gold one too?
All right. Real
They-
question is, could you actually spend it today if I were to take that to
Oh,
a
yeah.
dollar bill somewhere?
They take it and spend it, but they wouldn't give it back. They'd destroy it.
Yeah.
Look at this is the original. And I'm in Daytona. I said, dude, you got to personalize it for me because I'm gonna buy it. I'm paying him now some real money for this portrait. But I said, you got to make something personal about Daytona. Now you see her arm here,
Tattoo.
and it says Daytona.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
And you see what he did to the gloves or whatever, the wrist. See how he put the little, he
Yeah.
embellished them.
Oh wow.
So that's embellished, the tattoo, to make it personalized.
All
to me.
personally for you.
That's cool.
And that's the only one. So there's only one out there like that.
That's cool.
So I
love
he
it.
was in this room. You see his autograph there, here. He's autographed in here. And this is him. And he wrote, wow. He took his phone video like you and he did this room, just this room alone. And he put on his webpage, he had multiple millions hits. He said, I've never seen, it was like just blowing up. He said, I never had anything like it.
Yeah.
But, so it's kind of personal.
Oh wow.
But
Wow.
that's actually, the model is her.
Yeah, I saw that story last year.
So, I met this model at. Now you talk about a girl who was a wild thing. This chick. And when so this is a Sturgis print, and I usually try to buy the Sturgis prints, but this one he had the model there, and she actually rode this bike there. And she looked like she'd been on that bike a long time. But it was just cool stuff, and I guess, hey, I bought that, and I had Willie G sign that. That is signed by him, and I think my number on there is 74.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a reason I did 74. I can't remember what I did 74. Carry it.
So up here we have a 1940 Ford car dealership sign from 1940 from Velva, North Dakota. And there it lights up.
Okay. I'll come.
Right above these Saleens.
I'm on the back of the museum with some people's, welcome. Okay? Fine. Thanks. Bye.
Oh, that looks great. Did you have to replace any of that neon or?
Actually, a guy I knew had it all replaced and fixed up, but that's exactly how it would have been. But he didn't want to sell, but when he seen what I had here, he said it belongs here. Even though they don't work. Like this was in the barn. And then you can see the bulb hanging up over there, a clear bulb, that's out of the old barn. Underneath and then like that panel, that was part of the barn. The fuse box.
That's